blood, break, down, down, down. 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 Blood, break, down, down. Blood, break, down, down. Blood, break, down, down. Blood, break, down, down.
You used to love fucking Pokemon, you cunt.
I used to love Pokemon.
Pokemon was shit.
You was too old for Pokemon when it came out.
I think so. But I'm saying, like, my mind, I know, like, I can still see something. Like, you see, for instance, yeah, you know, my daughter will be watching certain programs as a kid. And even as an adult, obviously, I can't tap into it like her, but I can see if something in my mind's good or not. And I can see when how she gels to it and how she works with it. But Pokemon, I don't understand that shit.
Like, fam, you ain't never give it a chance. Pokemon was actually, it wasn't a great show. It was a decent kids show.
You told me something that was dope about Pokemon then.
Fam, it's about think about it. Think of yourself, yeah, when you were say like 6, 7.
Right.
You're watching a show about a 10-year-old boy. He grabs his backpack, a magical little creature that has power to like level a fucking building, and he goes off with his little creature to catch more creatures like that, but all with different powers, and battle other people with their magical creatures.
How the fuck is he catching creatures if they can level buildings? Hold on. If they can level buildings, how the fuck is he, a powerless youth, yeah, getting these creatures? That sounds fucking suspect to me.
Of course it's suspect. It's a kid show, but this is what I'm saying. You get your fam, the point is, yeah, you make your bond with your little thing like you'd make with a dog.
So hold on. You as the powerless child, yeah, have to make a bond with a being that can level a fucking a building, yeah? Yeah. I don't know how you do that, but let's say like you do. Like it would with a dog, like a 10-year-old with a dog. A 10-year-old get eat up by a dog, but you say, nah, make friend with dog. But I'd rather get bitten and wrestle with that dog rather than a thing leveling the fucking building. You think a 10-year-old now get eat by a dog easy? Of course. But you say a 10-year-old can't make friends with dogs. It's a different thing, bro. It's a different scenario. Yeah, scenario is different. It's not a different thing. Plus they have these fucking the things that catch the things that catch the Pokemon. So how do they even know that these things catch? You see what I'm saying? I don't know how. Anyway, how do they know that this thing can catch a Pokemon? What things can catch a Pokemon? You said you got the things to catch the Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah. So how do they know? How do you know the Pokemon? How does the youth know that he can catch a Pokemon with this thing if he's 10 years old? Because it's the world that they live in, blood. That's like saying, how does a 10-year-old know that when you press the microwave, it goes on? No, what kind of stupid question is that? No, the difference is, I'll tell you what. You don't find it in, fam, they buy these shit. So you have seen his mum and dad, yeah, putting their food in the microwave for years, yeah? So it's second nature. Yeah. So you're saying to me that world is second nature where you get this ball and you can catch animals and shit. That's second nature in their world. That's pussy old business there, bro. Fam, you're going to tell me that's pussy old business, but a show... Pokemon was shit. You're gonna tell me about a show about cat-looking man come down from another planet for no blood clot reason. Hold on. Some land on the planet, yeah. And then they go run around for hold on. In their pantaloons. And then in their pantaloons, and that is a big rash show with a big rash premise. No. Hold on. The fact is the kids shows have stupid. Hold on. Fuck your noise, yeah. Listen. Don't be bringing Thundercats into the conversation, fam. I never said Thundercats. No, but I know what you're trying to draw for. You said big cats, yeah, and their pantaloon, etc., etc. At least with Thundercats, yeah, they try to leave you with morals. The family the same with Pokemon. No, there was no Pokemon. There was no morals. It was just fucking. Do you know you never watch it? Trust me, I know. They had morals in the fucking thing. They didn't. They did. They just had youths running around catching animals. Because the thing is, they had in little balls. They had morals in it. Not good morals, but they had morals. See, not good morals. At the end of Thundercats, they always left you with a good moral. Fam, so when you watch G.I. Joe shit. No, it's not no G.I. Joe shit. Don't let her no more. Fuck that shit. No, but the thing is, they're trying to leave you with real shit. Pokemon weren't trying to leave you with no real shit. They weren't trying to make you go away and think, actually, I agree. Like, yes. Try. No, they didn't. They did constantly. The whole basic message of the show, when you treat animal cruelty, that's what it is. No, when you treat nature and shit with respect and make them your friends and stuff, that's when you get the best out of it. But then you have the bad guys in the show who catch all these Pokemon and make them fight
and are brutal to them, aren't nice to them, and just treat them like a slave and shit, they're the man that the main cast are fighting against. You see what I'm saying?
I honestly think whoever watched Pokemon and enjoyed it and raving about it now, they're fucking weirdos, bruv. That's what I think. They're the type of people that you'll see, like, you know, when they do animal cruelty and all that, and they get a kick out of it. That's what I see Pokemon, man. The program was so shit that I'd never watched it, so I couldn't tell you. I'm there just jabs. No, because you know what? I'm there just taking jabs at it, but I don't know what they was wearing or what the fuck they looked like. You get me? All I know is that everybody was running from a fucking rabbit. Yeah, that's what I know. Everybody's running from a fucking rabbit. You know what that shit reminds me of? Yeah, my daughter watches this fuckery on TV called Binocular. Yeah, about this. This is what I'm saying. What the fuck is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's about this rabbit, yeah, which is a bunny, and it's a vampire. That's why I got Binocular. Dracula, put bunny and Dracula together, you get Binocular. I know, load of madness, but that's what that Pokemon shit reminds me of. A rabbit with some fucking stupid powers, and everybody's like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. It's bullshit, fam. Yeah, and now they got that. What's that Pokemon sensation what everybody's going crazy about now?
Oh, Pokemon Go.
What the fuck is that?
It's a game. It's an app. It's a game on the phone.
I bet you got it, innit? I bet you downloaded. Don't fuck off, you liar. No. You downloaded it and then you're at home going Pokemon Go.
I swear to God, I ain't got it. But I'll tell you the reason why I ain't got it.
Why you ain't got it?
It ain't available in England.
But you would have got it if you got it.
Of course. You think I'm pissing about? I would have got it.
Yeah, right? You need to allow it, bruv.
And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, go on, talk to me.
Actually, I don't know why.
You know why?
I'll tell you why. Just for fuckery reasons.
Yeah. No, I know you. I'll tell you why you got it. It's not even for fuckery reasons, yeah? It's part of your childhood.
Yeah.
And I know you would have thought, fuck it, let me have a look. You know, I wish you had a better childhood than that, and then, you weren't fucking with Pokemon.
Yeah, man,
but I wish you had a better
childhood man. I watched Pokemon.
Yeah, because
I didn't need to even watch Pokemon that much.
Fuck off, man.
I actually didn't.
I bet you taped it as well. You used one of those ones. I can't miss the episode.
I never taped Pokemon. I taped shit, but I never taped Pokemon. I wasn't allowed to tape much shit.
Shit.
Miles. We only had about 3 blank tapes.
Good. Save yourself, man.
My mother kick you up if you just use up the blank tape.
Yeah, but that's good, man. She saved you from fucking torture, bro.
Well, See, the thing is, you keep bringing up Pokemon. Pokemon wasn't even my thing when I was younger.
No, I only ribs in you with that because I know that you paid attention to it. That's the only reason why.
I had the cards.
Oh, fuck you know.
What made Pokemon big? The game.
How can you make a game out of these fucking... Anyway,
the game came before the program.
Yeah?
The game came before the program. The game is boss. And I will say to anybody, right, fam, I'll pick up the game and play it today.
Boy.
The game is a sick game. The game the game's one of the best games ever came out on a Game Boy.
Shut up, man.
I'll say that, hands down.
Shut up.
Hands down. You never played it, blood.
Shut up,
You never played it.
Man, telling me about the best game that come out on Game Boy, you know. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What?
I won't back that talk.
It was. Fam, there's no...
explain yourself. Why was it?
Fam,
remember you got classics like Mario and all that, you know? You're telling me Pokemon's better than Mario?
Yep.
What did you smoke this morning? What did you smoke this morning?
Game Boy game, yes.
No, fam, what did you smoke this morning? I need some.
I didn't smoke shit.
Because you're high right now.
Game Boy game is.
You're high right now.
Pokemon, the Game Boy game, yeah.
I bet you Tetris is better than Pokemon.
Pokemon, the Game Boy game, whoops. Mario, Sonic.
What Game Boy are we talking about? We're talking about the black and white one.
Color.
Or the no, see, when I hear color, if you said the black and white one, I could have believed you, yeah?
No, Game Boy Color.
But if you're saying Game Boy Color,
you're
chatting. I don't even have to play the game to know you're chatting shit.
Game Boy Color, G.
Bro, you're a fucking numb.
Game Boy Color, G.
Alright, talk to me. Talk to me why this bullshit game was fucking top for you. Go on.
Again, right, I explained to you the premise of the show. You can have your problems with the premise of the show, but let me tell you that same premise, but in a game form. You are playing as a boy. You go around with your
rabbit.
With your creature.
Your yellow rabbit, go on.
Now, you don't start off with the yellow one. You might be able to catch that later on in the game, though.
All right, but what one? You have a pink rabbit? What's going on?
You choose out of a little fire dragon one.
Hold on, how's a fire dragon not as strong as the fucking yellow rabbit?
It is as strong as the yellow rabbit.
So what's so great about what is Pokemon? The yellow rabbit?
No, Pokemon is the name of the creatures.
So all of the creatures are called Pokemon?
Yeah, like animals. All of the creatures in the world are called animals. In their world, they're called Pokemon. It's just that's what they call them. It's fucking Japan. What do you want from man?
I want something better than Pokemon. But anyway, go on.
They're called Pokemon. What the fuck do you want? Like, I think no, it's actually called Pocket Monsters. That's what they were called.
Cool cunts. Go on anyway, carry on.
And they were actually originally called Pocket Monsters, but Americans changed it to Pokemon because they didn't like Pocket Monsters. Fuck knows why.
Anyway, man, you're trying to...
Anyway, the game was boss, fam.
Let me just say something like this, yeah?
You never played the game, innit?
Yeah, but do you know what I can honestly say, yeah? It's not the best game on the Game Boy Color. No.
What was?
You got games like... No, bro, there's too many games.
But you never played it.
No, but let me tell you something, though. There's too many games. Like I'm saying, for instance, you got Mario World, fam.
But blood, you never played it.
You can't fuck with Mario World.
But blood, you never played it. I played Mario World.
I don't want to fucking play no fucking...
I played Mario World, blood.
Well, you don't know about computers.
Fam, I bet you any money, yeah. If you picked up Pokemon, if I got you to download it on your phone.
I mean, I'll trash it straight away.
Not on the app, not the new one that's come out now. I'm talking about if I got you the Game Boy game on your phone, you'd bang that game.
No. Anyway, go on. Talk to me about this bullshit game, because we coming.
It's about how the game.
It's about catching the fucking animals.
The game was probably the only free roaming game on the Game Boy for one.
All right.
For one, you're free roaming.
Right.
Like Assassin's Creed and all that shit. You're free roaming. You've got huge fucking towns and villages and shit, and you go through all of them. You got mountains. You got fucking you got caves. You got all shit like that. You're going around all of them. And it's actually really big. Okay. It's actually really big. You got houses, everything. You're free roaming. It's like fucking, think of it like, you see like Final Fantasy, where you have your summoning demons and shit. Right. And you summon them to fight other demons and shit like that. It's the same kind of premise as that. So you start off with one. You train that one up by making it fight wild creatures. Once it gets powerful enough, you can use it to like weaken the wild creatures, and you can maybe catch one of the wild ones
and turn them into something.
Make them with you, and then you build up your roster, and then they have gyms in each city and town, and then you beat each gym, and once you beat each gym in every single village or whatever, you're able to go on to the Pokemon League, where you fight the best, basically the best the game's got. You go, so you bring your roster against each person's roster.
Wow, they just have
now tell me, when you was 10, that game wouldn't have sounded big.
You know what, yeah? When I was 10, I was playing games where you had muscle men with swords and pumping man up and, you know, going on quests and shit. Not little boys fucking looking for animals. Listen, little boys fucking looking for yellow rabbits and pink dragons and shit like that. Nah, man, fuck that.
See, you're just trying to part, because the thing is, it's basically just a giant quest. If you go out there into the world, you go out there into the world.
I hear that.
The thing is, and you're only saying that, but fam, there was 100. I think in the original game, because I don't know, there's way more now, but in the original game, there was something like 160 Pokemon, right? Different Pokemon. They all had different powers, different abilities, and could turn into different things. So that was the point. So you're thinking of, say, the one you keep thinking of.
No, anyway,
is this one, innit?
Yeah, that fucking cunt.
Right. But the point is, then that's only one of them. You got like
Yeah, but he's the main fucking animal.
No, that's in the fucking show.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The show's what we first initially talk about.
In the game, you go around and you catch like these ones.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you is,
the dragon, the fucking
What is most people going to talk about when they talk about Pokemon? They're going to talk about the Ute with the cap. No, yes, bruv, and the yellow fucking rabbit. That's all they're going to fucking talk about, bruv. Yes, bruv. Because the yellow rabbit is the fucking it's the mascot.
Show, blood.
Yeah, it's the mascot. But that's what we're talking about, though. Initially, we was talking about the show, then it led into this, it led into the bullshit game.
You have to remember, the game came first.
But I don't know.
The show was made from the game. The game came first.
All I'm saying is, yeah.
The game came first. They made the game, and then they made the show from the game. It's like you saying, blood, you see the Super Mario film.
Ah, fuck all that, man.
Right? So you're going to tell me Super Mario Brothers is shit because of the Super Mario film?
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, then how are you going to say, oh, Pokemon is shit?
No, but the difference is
the show
the majority of the planet knows Pokemon through the show. That's the difference.
No,
they do. They do.
That's what I'm saying.
No. The die-hard people know about Pokemon from the game. Yeah, the majority of the planet knows Pokemon from the show. It's just real. Yeah, Mario is on the other hand is different. The game was out for so long.
You're incorrect.
No, I'm not incorrect.
You're incorrect.
I'm fucking.
The majority of the world know Pokemon through the game. the game is way more popular than the show. Fam, they're still making games to this day.
Yeah, we fucking know that, yeah? They're fucking saturating us with this new bullshit, yeah?
Yeah, the games are what made the fucking, is what made the brand. It's the games.
Anyway,
the show is probably on a, like, nearly equal to it, but it's the games that is more known.
Fuck all of that anyway, yeah?
Bring me a good fucking Thundercat game.
To be honest with you, I don't even know. I think they had a game, but Thundercats weren't trying to make games, bruv. They was just putting on. They had their lane with the episodes. That's what they was doing. They weren't, you know, Pokemon's on a whole different thing. This was just trying to bring out the episodes, done. And no matter what you say, even if you liked it or not, in its time for Thundercats, bruv, no one was fucking topping that. That was the what's the biggest cartoon out right now? Cartoon or whatever. Thundercats was that. For its day, Thundercats was the Pokemon. You see what you're saying? Like Thundercats was the shit. There weren't nobody from that era who wasn't into Thundercats.
But what I'm saying to you is, Pokemon wasn't even the Pokemon. Pokemon wasn't as high as you keep putting it.
No, bruv, it's you. I put Pokemon down. The difference is me. I say Pokemon's shit, so I'm not trying to raise it.
No. See, the thing is, you're saying it's shit, but it wasn't even that popular.
Bruv, 1 minute you're telling me it's popular, now it's not popular.
The game was. You keep talking about the fucking show. You're saying the show was this big fucking huge thing. The show was alright. Nobody, like, fam.
You watched it? You watched it?
In my era, yeah, it used to be on, blood. Because we had fucking 5 channels, you had no fucking choice. Ain't like nowadays, blood.
Fucking
fam, you're gonna tell me, fam, you...
But when I was growing up, I had 5 channels.
Exactly.
And Thundercats was on one of those, and the Thundercats was boss.
You're gonna tell me you weren't sitting through some other shit shows because you had...
I just wouldn't watch the TV. I'll just go in my room and play with whatever.
Alright, maybe not shit shows, but okay shows.
We never had shit shows when I was growing up.
Oh, fuck, are you
No, bruv.
This is why I can't talk
the 80's babies will know.
This is why I can't talk to 80's, man.
No, bruv. No matter what you say.
There were no shit shows.
Bruv, there wasn't.
Bollocks, blood.
Bruv, no, seriously, no, bruv. I'm not even saying it as a joke, yeah?
Y'all were just too easily...
DuckTales. Bruv, I could go to DuckTales. Heathcliff.
Shit.
That was shit. Bruv, Turtles originated in my era, bruv.
Heathcliff was shit.
Heathcliff weren't shit, bruv. You're a fucking dickhead, bruv. I won't even call you a spastic and disrespect the spastics. Because the spastics are going through that, you know what I mean? I won't disrespect them by calling you that. You get me? Heathcliff weren't shit. Are you mad? As I'll carry on, yeah? No Turtles originated in my zones, fam. Yeah? Yeah. What was it? Centurions, Power Extreme and all them sort of things there. Yeah. Shut up, man. Power Rangers started in my era.
So?
Yeah, and what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, don't ever disrespect the 80's babies cartoons, bruv. They way down anything like 90's and 2000s. You can't fuck with it, bruv.
You cannot tell me that the 80's cartoons beat the 90's ones.
Of course they do.
You're having a fucking laugh, mate.
Of course they do. Of course they do, bruv.
Not even, fam, they're not even close.
Of course they do. Of course they fucking do.
Kick their fucking rasp.
No, they don't. There's only certain things from the 90's in the cartoons, yeah, which I can say, you know what? They get a salute.
80's cartoons, yeah. You had a poor fucking variety.
No, we didn't.
You had a poor variety.
We didn't.
A very poor variety.
We didn't.
Right? You had fucking G.I. Joe and shit like that.
No, G.I. Joe's fucking earlier than that. I think that's the 70s, late 70s, 80s.
G.I. Joe is the 80s.
Well, I never watched G.I. Joe. Fuck G.I. Joe, man.
You never watched G.I. Joe?
Nah. Yeah, it weren't on in my house. It weren't on in my house. Fuck G.I. Joe, bro.
It was in the 80s. It was on in the 80s. You're gonna tell me there was no shit shows. There you go. There's one. Right?
Listen, bruv, go on. You wanna come with?
Shit shows all in every fucking era.
No, of course there was. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, we had the more iconic cartoons, fam.
Blood, break, down. 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 Blood,